On June 15th, Alanna and I flew from Orlando to London. Once there, we took a train to Charing Cross and walked up to the Covent Garden Hotel, our home for the next 6 nights. That evening, we managed to grab last-minute tickets to Paddington the Musical. Tuesday morning, we went over to the Barbican Centre, famous for its brutalist architecture. There, we visited Other Worlds, an immersive art exhibit imagining a future where humans reclaim and restore the planet. Part of the exhibit was inside a parking garage, which fit extremely well.
Also at the Barbican, we saw High Society, a Cole Porter musical based on the 1956 movie. Later that night, we saw Cyrano de Bergerac, produced by the Royal Shakespeare Company. Wednesday, we saw The P Word at the Shepherd's Bush Theatre, and that evening we went to Wembley Stadium to see Harry Styles.
Thursday, we saw The Producers, which Alanna hadn't seen live. For dinner, we walked across the street for Indian food, followed by my favorite dark chocolate vegan gelato. That evening, we saw My Neighbor Totoro.
Friday started off with a walk through Holland Park to the Design Museum. I was mostly interested in a brand new exhibit showcasing the movie archives of Wes Anderson.
We then attended Come Alive, the Greatest Showman musical, but it was also kind of a circus.
This is me.
That evening, we went to Hercules, which was probably our least favorite musical. Saturday, after spending time with my sister, we saw Inter Alia with Rosamund Pike.
That evening, we saw our last show, Avenue Q. Sunday morning, we jumped on the Eurostar train from London to Bruges.
We stayed here at the Grand Hotel Castleberg.
Walking these streets means walking through nearly 1,000 years of history. Much of what we see dates back to the 12th through 15th centuries, when Bruges was one of the wealthiest trading cities on Earth.
The next day, we explored Ghent, a city built not just on trade, but on industry. For centuries, its textile mills made it one of Europe's great manufacturing centers, while its fiercely independent citizens earned a reputation for standing up to kings.
This is Gravenstein, Castle of the Counts. Built in 1180, it wasn't just a home. It was a fortress, a courthouse, a prison, and a powerful reminder that the Count of Flanders was in charge.
Back in Bruges the next day, we took a food tour, consuming some local chocolate, waffles, fries with Flemish stew on top, and Belgian beer.
Later, we explored Bruges by boat. Often called the Venice of the North, the city's canals were once its lifeblood, carrying merchants and goods from across Europe. Today, they offer one of the most beautiful ways to experience this medieval city.
That evening, we enjoyed dinner at Brut, which was easily our favorite meal of the trip.
From Bruges, we took the train to Disneyland Paris, where we stayed at the newly reimagined Disneyland Hotel.
That evening, we explored Disney Adventure World, formerly Walt Disney Studios Park. This is Crush's Coaster, a spinning indoor roller coaster that lets you ride inside Crush's turtle shell through the world of Finding Nemo. For dinner, we ate at Bistro Chez Rami, a restaurant inspired by Ratatouille.
Next, we explored the world of Frozen, the park's newest themed land, before taking a magical journey through Arendelle on Frozen Ever After.
We then went to Avengers Campus to ride Avengers Assemble Flight Force.
Returning to the Disneyland Hotel, we found cups of tea waiting for us, which felt very princessy.
The next morning, we entered Disneyland Park and kicked off the day on Big Thunder Mountain, which in my opinion was the best version of Thunder Mountain.
On the other hand, Disneyland Paris's Indiana Jones ride was probably the most disappointing version of the attraction we've experienced yet.
Instead of the Haunted Mansion, they have Phantom Manor, with unique stretching room portraits that introduce the ride's darker original storyline. Next was the Lion King show.
So prepare for the chance of a lifetime.
After riding Peter Pan's flight, we headed over to Hyperspace Mountain, now themed to Star Wars, where riders were launched from a giant cannon into the middle of a space battle.
To finish the evening, we boarded Rapunzel's Tangled Spin, drifting through a beautifully illuminated scene inspired by the Lantern Festival. We then drove to Reims, where we checked into the elegant Les Crayères, a beautiful chateau hotel surrounded by peaceful gardens and known for its exceptional hospitality.
We toured the historic Taittinger Champagne cellars, descending into breathtaking chalk caves that have existed for nearly 2,000 years. The naturally cool, humid conditions make them the perfect place to slowly age millions of bottles of champagne.
Back upstairs, we were invited to sample 2 different champagnes, comparing their aromas, flavors, and styles while learning what makes each blend unique. The next morning, we visited the magnificent Notre-Dame de Reims, the Gothic cathedral where nearly every French king was crowned for over 1,000 years. That evening, we enjoyed dinner overlooking the Château de Vaux-le-Vicomte, the lavish 17th century estate whose breathtaking design so impressed King Louis XIV that he commissioned many of the same architects and artists to create the Palace of Versailles.
One room featured breathtaking projection mapping. As we left the chateau, night had fallen, and more than 200 hand-lit candles illuminated the garden grounds, transforming the estate into a magical scene straight out of the Bro.
That night, we stayed in the medieval town of Provins, surrounded by the remarkably well-preserved stone walls that have protected the city for over 800 years. We then arrived in Paris for 3 nights at the Hotel Grand Mazarin. For our first morning, we went on a food tour through the charming streets of Montmartre. Along the tour, we sampled delicate macarons, flaky pastries, fresh crepes, and an incredible variety of French cheeses. Since Alanna and I didn't get to go inside Notre-Dame our last visit, we made sure to do it this time. Its massive vaulted ceilings and towering Gothic columns were even more impressive from the inside.
Dinner was at Faubourg des Mans, where they cook plant-based French cuisine. On our last day in Paris, we took a food tour through the left bank, stopping at Patrick Roger, an award-winning chocolatier famous for his chocolate sculptures.
We watched the sun go down in front of the Eiffel Tower. That evening, we experienced AURA Invalides, where projection mapping and music transformed the magnificent dome of Les Invalides into an unforgettable light show.